by half.
Yeah, and I think that number is very generous. I think fathers, if you look at that number, goes down dramatically. You said parents.
Oh, parents.
If you talk fathers,
fathers
I've seen
alone.
that number be somewhere in the very disgraceful number of about 26 seconds a day.
A day.
Meaningful conversation with their children.
Yeah.
And you're missing out. We're missing out in their development. I have a friend right now that you guys know about. His son is 25, and he's looking at a situation where his son just had a stroke, and now he's going to therapy with his son twice a week, and he's teaching his son to walk again. So his son is learning how to walk, and my friend says to me, I was trying to remember the first time he learned it when he was 1 or 2. And then the Spirit of God told him, you weren't there.
Wow.
That's why you can't remember it.
Right.
You weren't there.
Right.
And he was crying, telling me this on the phone. He says, it's a shame, but now I get to teach my son how to walk 25 years later.
Wow.
Because I missed it the first time. Right. It's just moments in our lives that we miss that should not be missed. And again, I think you said it very eloquently. They're all perfectly good reasons why to be busy. We have to work. We have to improve. Men go to the gym, men play sports to stay active. And the danger is that you'll do all these things and miss out on the best part of your life, which is raising your kids and developing a relationship with your wife. Because what happens is men and women will be married for as long as they have kids in high school, and as soon as the kids leave,
you're living with a stranger.
You're living with a stranger. You didn't have enough moments of there.
Right. That's something very important that I think that both of us do with our wives, and not because but every month we do at least one thing that we do only with our wife. And I like every couple of weeks, every so often, you have to do something with your wife. Make sure that you kindle that relationship, and that you guys are a couple, and beside the children, beside the family, in the busy schedule.
Ali, you okay? Look, he's getting touched. I feel like, this is gonna be my Barbara Walters moment. I've been waiting for this the whole time. Tell us, what are you feeling?
Oh, an itch in my throat.
This was your great moment, man.
It was. I'm tearing. Look.
Hey, that's something.
What do you think? What do we think of what we're talking about?
I agree totally. I'm one that is, I always want to be by my kids. I'm always looking to spend time with my kids. I think it's, if we don't do these things, I realize why now that grandparents are always closer to their grandkids, because when we grow up and we're working, we don't have time for them. But the grandparents have the time for them, so they wind up being so attached to the grandparents. And I realized that a while ago. I'm like saying, now I know the thing. So when we become grandparents, we're going to see that. We're going to be so much attached to our grandkids because our children will be working and they'll be leaving them with us.
Yeah.
And we're going to have that special relationship that we couldn't have with our kids because we were working with our grandkids. That's how it falls. That's why if you notice all the kids, my grandparents, grandpa, grandma, grandpa, because they're mostly with them. And we don't have that. We have to work to provide for them. It is hard, but we do need to make time for it because you miss out on the special things. I mean, when my kids were small, I just loved every minute I would watch them. There was something that I wanted to see, something that they made me laugh, something that'll always bring back that memory. See, I'm one that's going to make that. We have to make it happen, even though when we're working. Even when you're working, there's time that you just got to say, listen, I just want to spend time with my boys.
Yeah, because you get home, you're exhausted, and you have every right to sit down on the couch, watch a game. You deserved it. You worked hard, and that's that little. But, man, those kids have been waiting for you all day, too.
Man. And the funny thing is that you'll be like, come on, get away. I learned something from my own father-in-law. That one time, you know how you would come home from work, you're tired, and the kid's playing around, he's jumping around, and you're like, come on, could you go over there? I'm tired, I'm tired. And my father-in-law one day said to me, he said, why are you yelling at the kids? When you was a kid, what did you want to do? And it clicked. I wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I realized, why am I screaming at my kids? All they want to do is play.
They're being kids.
You know, they're being kids.
Yeah.
But we don't think about that because we come home tired. Now, where's our time with them that they miss us so much, and then we want to just go to sleep and we don't want to spend that time with them?
And later on in their life, you're going to wish you're going to have had the influence early,
right?
So that you could help them make those decisions.
That's
because
right.
because if you're absent enough in those key and important years, then when it comes to so basically they made all the important formative decisions without
Right.
you, and now that they're grown up, they're not going to include you in the process, because where were you when they were having trouble because little Susie kept taking my snacks? You didn't know the story.
And another thing is, I want to show my kids, right, the right way, so that they can be better fathers than I am.
Yep.
Because I want them to show their kids, so they can be better fathers than their fathers.
Amen.
That's the whole main thing. When my son says, "Oh, Dad, I love you. You're great," I want you to be greater than I am.
That's right.
You know?
Well, listen, we could go on forever. We need to go into a bit more of what we want to talk about. We're talking about, really, we're talking about changing the atmosphere, is what we're going to be talking about. Stay tuned to Hope TV. We're going to keep this conversation going on the other side of this quick, cute little thing that says Hope TV. Watch it.